This morning in Legal Logic, whether you're at a beach, pool, or park, there are liabilities for the cities and towns you're having fun in. We are joined by Brian Cunha to discuss just what kind of liabilities they are responsible for. Good morning.
Good morning, Michaela. How are you?
Welcome back.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Well, great. You know, this is an exciting time. It's the summer. People are out and about from morning to late night, enjoying that sunshine, but there is some liability that goes along with it. So let's start with the beaches. There's plenty of beaches that we can enjoy this summer.
There sure are, and it depends on whether a pool or a beach is public or private.
Really?
Okay. If a pool or a beach is a private beach, the usual liability kinds of things for premises apply. In other words, was the owner negligent? Did they know about a known danger, and didn't warn the person? That's a private pool. The public is different, okay? With regard to a public beach, there's only liability if in fact they charge a fee and it's open and available to the entire public, okay? If a beach is open to the entire public and there's free access and they charge a fee, then there's liability. If they don't charge a fee, however, okay, which is many beaches, many parks, you're hiking up a hill or something of that nature, if they don't charge a fee, there's no liability at all on the city or town unless their conduct is wanton or malicious or intentional.
Okay, right, because an accident can happen and you think, well, I took that risk of, you know, maybe walking up there, hiking up there, whatever it might be, and okay, I understand they're not liable for that.
In Rhode Island, for example, just a couple of years ago, a young fellow at the World War II Veterans Park, this little pond there, and the fellow jumped in. Poor fellow broke his neck and eventually died, okay? They sued the town of Woonsocket, and they said that there's liability because the town, the city should have put up a sign and said no diving, blah, blah, blah. They said nope, no liability because, number one, he assumed the risk, and there's also a law called the Recreational Use Statute, which protects cities and towns from any liability unless, like I said before, they charge a fee and it's open and accessible to all persons.
And in a situation like that, it seems kind of like an odd instance where no one would assume that one would jump into a small little pond like that. Or I've seen these crazy kids jump from a roof of a house into the pool.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what they're thinking, but that's obviously, you know, they're taking a giant risk there. What would happen in a situation like that?
Absolutely. If, in fact, and there's lots and lots of these pool cases where someone dives into the shallow end. It says shallow end.
No diving. It's specifically written.
And then you probably, the homeowner or the owner, even if it's a private pool, does not have any liability. On the other hand, if it's a child, then they assume, then there's no assumption of risk because the child doesn't know any better. It's called an attractive nuisance. And you have to use reasonable means to protect from, for example, children. You've got to put a fence around your pool, you know, latch and all that sort of thing. You know, shallow end, that sort of thing.
And so do you think the best way to kind of even avoid a situation like that is just take your own precautions?
Absolutely. It's personal responsibility versus public liability. And it's always that division between the weighing between your own personal responsibility and public liability. And that's what the law is always trying to balance out in all of these cases. So if you're dope and you jump off of a building like someone did in Nantucket a couple of years ago and die, and in fact I was there that day, Fagawi weekend, Memorial Day weekend, some fellow dove, no liability.
Right. Well, yeah, you are taking that risk, that's for sure. We want you to go out and enjoy the summer, so just be safe.
Enjoy
Brian,
the summer,
thank you so much.
Be careful.
All great advice.
Don't dive into shallow pools.
No, please do not do that. For more legal logic advice, go to roadshow.com.